Hello, my name is Zoe VanZino, and I am going to do my final level block mesh walkthrough and demonstrate my main objective, my 3 optional objectives, and my gameplay elements that I have added. So, the player begins here at the scene of a car crash, where they have supposedly driven off of the highway and crashed their car. I have made these flickering lights, these blinking lights with the blueprint so that it looks like the hazard lights are going, because when you crash your car, normally your hazard lights will start going. So, in the distance, they can see a mansion, and we will begin our way there with our first path, which is through this cave. I made these cave lights that, if you look, flicker just slightly to make sure they seemed realistic, because real lights are not static, they flicker a little bit, and I made sure to make it not too noticeable. So here is my first optional objective in some gameplay, which is riding this minecart. The player steps inside, and the minecart moves automatically. It has a light on front just to make it more realistic, and it stops at this bumper. The player can then approach the mansion and finish, but I will be heading back through the cave to head to my second pathway, which is the shoreline that wraps around the lake. So, again, starting back from the starting position, the player sees the mansion in the distance, and they see this bridge, and they decide that they will go this way. So, on the bridge, I have these little lanterns whose lights also flicker. You will also see them later in the forest, but I made these flicker a bit more just to simulate having a candle in there. So the player walks across and gets onto this island, and there is a chest here. They are prompted to hit F to open it, and inside is a collectible. Pressing F to grab it, another one of my optional objectives, opening the chest and grabbing the photo. I will then again return to the start position to walk through my final pathway, which is to the left, the forest. Here is my final optional objective, collecting this headlamp. All they have to do is step over it and it automatically equips to their forehead. Inside of the forest, I have added these little lanterns as a way of breadcrumbing the player there in case they do get totally lost. The headlamp helps, but having the little lights to guide you along the path also helps. So, the player then finally reaches my main objective, which is opening the gate to the mansion. They are prompted, hit F to open the gate, and as soon as they walk inside, their stats are displayed, and that is the end of my level.